Hi, students and families. Just wanted to put out a quick update. And rather than write it, I figured it'd be easier to try to show it to you. So, a few things. First, I have been slowly trying to create an FAQ video library. So, this is my page on School Loop. If you need technology help, this icon can get you technology help. If that doesn't work, this email address right here, cwin@brentwood.k12.ca.us, is your level 2 tech support. So if links aren't working, Chromebook's not loading, things like that, and you need some support, these are some resources that are available for you. If they are academic type things, like regular teacher type questions, I've been trying to create an FAQ video library. So why can't I get into Zoom right now? This would be one to go through and watch for some students. I'm having a lot of students who are not using the agenda and just trying to log into Zoom at random times. So I'm trying to put that up there. How do you check your grades, right? How do you change your name? So as I'm getting really common questions, I'm trying to make a short video. I'm trying to keep them short to answer those questions. What's our daily schedule? So on and so forth. So want to just say this technology resource is available for help. This person is available for help. I'm trying to put up questions that are, can hopefully be helpful because I have two little kids who are doing distance learning and I know how overwhelming this can be. The other thing that I'm trying to create is within their class feed. So if they go through and click on the date for today, that will be what they need to work on. There's one thing in particular that I'm going to point out. A lot of students are not looking at or reading the agenda. They're not looking at what time do we come back? What time is the Zoom? And at this point, I'm just going to start answering that question with, you need to go look at the agenda. All right, that's why I make it so that you know the answer to those ones. I'm trying to direct them to where to find the answer. So this is our typical daily agenda. It will be posted every day, and I might only have them for advisory and social studies, but you'll see everything in one spot. So the agenda is very specific. What time are we on Zoom? So for advisory today, we were on from 8:30 to 8:50. Okay, and it actually went a little bit longer, which is fine. I will stay longer. I was helping out a student. Period 2, what time do we get back on? Okay, I'm going to just say you need to go look at the agenda because it's pretty clear here. From 9:30 to 10 o'clock, we're going to be doing a whole class Zoom. We're going to be going over attendance, talking about things, getting ready. However, I'm not going to admit new students after 9:50 so that I can help the students who are still there and waiting. So if they try to join it at 9:51, they won't be able to get into the Zoom. Tells them, the vocabulary, what to go do, what to watch. There's lots of hyperlinks here. But this agenda will tell them when we're on Zoom, what are we doing. One thing specifically I want to point out is from 1:30 to 2, I am available for live support at the end of the day. Zoom is great for questions. It's awful for direct teaching. So if they have a question that's academic, just have them drop in at 1:30 and ask it. If they have technical issues, then I made a little video right here for you. And then at the bottom, there is, think of this as like your checklist. Like if you only did one thing today, what's the most important thing that's going in the grade book? So that's a resource for you to encourage your student to use is the agenda. This is kind of helps them guide them through their day. The other thing that you're going to start seeing is with every daily lesson, I post the agenda. I'm also going to post up a version of the directions so that kids can pause, can rewatch, can review. Maybe they didn't make it to the Zoom. Wi-Fi issues happened. It was laggy. I get it. I'm starting to realize that trying to give directions and teach over Zoom is not as effective as making these pre-recorded videos. It's more work on my part to make these pre-recorded videos, but it's something that I'm happy to do because I think it's hopefully going to make it a little bit easier for everybody on the opposite end. So for digital citizenship today, if students, didn't join in or weren't able to do it, there's going to be some short video directions posted. Okay, and as you can see now, right, sometimes the internet's slow. Okay, I'm going to give you the short version of how to try to get into digital citizenship. So you're going to go to your class link. All right, you're going to sign in.
So step one, find Canvas. Click.
Right. So I won't play the whole thing for you because you don't need these directions, but just as a concept, the directions will always be there. So if you go into their language arts class for today and they missed the Zoom, the internet was down, something happened, I totally get it. Completely understand. You'll go to their classwork for today, right? And you'll see that here's the agenda that I talked about. There's the sign-in links that they might need. There are video directions posted as well. So there's directions posted. How do they check grades? Why can't I get into Zoom right now? So I'm trying to put everything here. It's kind of a one-stop shop. The other thing is that I'm going to start trying to do a lot more of my direct teaching through Edpuzzle as opposed to over Zoom. Zoom is clearly a lot better for asking questions, which is why I really, again, want to point out that I am on Zoom from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. Now, I won't admit new students after 1:50 because I want to help all the students who are there. So please show up. Try to show up at 1:30 so that I can get you help, but don't try to get in after 1:50 because at that point, I will be transitioning over to answering emails and working in Google Classroom, grading and giving feedback there. You can email me at any time. If it is a time that I'm on Zoom, I definitely won't respond. But outside of those Zoom times, I'm trying to get to emails, hopefully within no more than an hour. So unless I'm in a meeting or something else is happening. But I just want to point all that stuff out and hope that that is maybe a little helpful to try to point to some resources because I know this can feel super confusing and overwhelming. And I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible so that we're focusing on learning and not how do you submit an assignment and how do you log into this and all that extra stuff that I know creates a ton of stress. So thanks for watching this. I appreciate your help.